Okay, and then where did we find the embed code? We went.
So on this page, that'll pop up here in a moment when the loading bar finishes, you can scroll down and find that share button with the embed code. So essentially, once you click connect to YouTube, it'll pop up a window in your browser and you stay in that window from start to finish.
Now, can our speakers switch from sharing their screen to talking?
Yes. And that'll just reflect in the live stream, but it won't have any adverse effect to it.
Okay, so if they wanted to show a PowerPoint, they could do that and then flip back and they'd be talking.
They could flip from, yeah, exactly. Flip from any source of video they want.
And you know, I assume that if I wanted to do some live research and genealogy on the internet, okay, as opposed to a PowerPoint, I just go back to
Share screen,
Chrome and do what I would normally do.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yes.
So broadcast meeting, go live. I did go live. Connection is timed out. Please try again.
Your connection's probably strained because we're also on a video call. You got a lot of tabs open. You might want to close some of those tabs.
Yeah. Give it one more chance here.
Sure. Not close on mine, but shouldn't affect it.
You'll probably after this tell me it was an easier way to do it.
No.
So, Colin, what is your cell?
707-656-6107.
George, are you thinking we'll practice this with Mark beforehand? I'm thinking so.
I'd be happy to do that.
Because that'll make Mark more comfortable with it too.
So you're experiencing some issues right now with this page, but I've noticed this before. It is invalid. I believe that we are live on YouTube right now, even though it's giving me this, because it just popped up on my Zoom screen within this meeting that we're live on YouTube. And if I go here and I click to view the stream on YouTube, lo and behold, here we are.
Okay, so the reason I was staying with this was because you told me that if I came up here, you could get the code from here.
You know what? You're right. And as a matter of fact, what I just said is wrong. The live stream did not start. The we're live on YouTube link that I just clicked brought us to the previous recording. So it might be that if you end the stream and then try to start a new stream within the same meeting, that might produce a glitch. I think it may be one stream per meeting. Let's see what happens here if it comes through. But I think that might be what we're coming up against. Maybe I'm wrong. Watch that loading bar.
It makes more progress each time. Okay. Well, I think the bottom line is that Drew needs to figure out how we're going to get the code, and then the code goes to you.
Yes, for now.
Okay.
Yeah, we're trying to
the
get
code was on that share screen, right? You click share, and then what happened?
And then there's an option called embed.
And it was a public share, right?
Yes. What do you mean when you say public share?
Was it a public-private share?
That's not
at this point.
Yeah, that's not something that exists. Yeah.
Okay. So share, and then on that share page there was an embed.
Embed. Yeah. You know the word, I'm sure. So yeah.
And then we can just copy that.
Exactly.
And George, your email is on this machine, right?
What do you mean by email?
To email it to Colin.
I'm still not trying to
the embedded code. We have to get it to Colin, so I'm thinking email, but I guess he could do it through chat.
Oh yeah.
Because
Colin, so the question is, how do you want the code sent?
Just email it. Yeah, that'll work.
To be honest, I haven't given a lot of thought to it. I figure that's still 48 hours out, more than 48 hours out. So right now I'm thinking about the futures meeting tomorrow. And then, there we go.
There we go.
Okay. Now, okay.
Okay, so where did we,
So-
now you scrolled down to find the,
You went past it. Because George is zoomed out now, it's a bit easy. It's right beneath the video, right there.
Yeah. So now that I'm on,
and then we
yeah.
scroll down to,
So it's share.
uh-huh,
Okay. And that's what I want. That's it.
No.
Embed.
Embed, yeah.
Embed
Share.
code. Okay. Copy. Okay. And that's what I would be sending to you.
Yes.
Judy would be saying to you.
Exactly.
Okay. Did you follow that, Judy?
I did. And I'm
Okay.
gonna look at the thing you sent. Do you want me to do this with you for the futures?
If you could, yeah, that'd be great.
I don't seem to be going anyplace these days.
Colin, are you available? We'll probably go live about 3:30 then for the 4 o'clock tomorrow.
Sure. Yeah, I'm at work.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm sitting right
Okay.
here from 8 to 5.
Okay. And so I'm going to try to do this on the future Oakmont site, but literally 24 hours would be 4:30.
Yeah, so I'm going to keep the OVA one open for you through tomorrow, and then I will
Okay.
have to change the password again after that. But yeah, just use the OVA one. It's
Oh,
fine.
Colin,
Okay.
we were talking about when it goes on the Oakmont website that it can be in front of the login.
It is already.
So they don't have to log in,
That's right.
because that's another hurdle everybody.
Okay. And
Has to get through. Okay.
would you repeat for Judy the URL that we're going to use to get to it?
Village dot live, right? I mean /live.
You got it.
And with that, they will have a comment ability.
As long as it's public, yes.
Okay.
Before we go,
And
I have another.
where will that where will that comment now show up?
Those comments, I believe, will have to be on the YouTube channel itself. So what I'll do is maybe keep a link beneath the video and be like, if you want to post comments, click here. But they'd have to sign into Gmail and all that kind of stuff. So at a certain point,
Did you have a chat on the website? I thought I saw a chat.
so we have a chat for the board meeting videos because we use Vimeo to do that. And Vimeo has expanded functionality that allows for a whole lot of stuff. And it's been discussed and they're not going to allow Vimeo use for the clubs. So when it comes, mainly because we have a data limit with them. So when it comes to YouTube, I believe there is a way for me to be able to embed the chat, but that's something I have to still investigate. Otherwise, we'll include a link to where they can participate in the chat from the oakmontvillage.com/live page. And for people who are a bit more savvy, they can go ahead and do that. But they do have to log into their Google account and then leave comments that way if they're going to participate. So,
Well, that sounds complicated.
That would be a problem. I've discovered that when you start going down that road, the first thing you discover is about a third of the people don't have a Google account.
exactly, yeah.
Okay.
So just having it visible on that page, I think, is where we're at right now. But if I can get the chat on that page as well, I will.
And if it's on that page, then everyone can see it, right?
That's right. Yeah, don't have to log in or anything.
Yeah. So.
Okay. Well, yeah. Let's make that an objective, because one of the things we're really trying to do here, Colin, is and by using the OVA site, as opposed to trying to do a massive Zoomy kind of thing.
Yes.
Okay. What we're trying to do is make it easy for people in Oakmont who are more limited in their skills to access the lecture, and then if they can make a comment, to do so. And so let's just keep thinking about the best way to do that.
I've been thinking about it, we could add an RTC style chat on the side. I've looked at a few programs that allow for people to just join and basically have a chat that's independent of the live stream, that's more on that page. If I were to embed the YouTube live stream chat into that page, it would still require a Google account to use it, because
let's try something different. So what is our current website in? Is it WordPress or something?
Yes. Yeah, it's WordPress.
So WordPress must have a thing for that, right?
It's got plenty of plugins. I wouldn't just go installing any of them, though. There's different ways to put that in there. I probably would go with an RTC style chat or something that's
By the way, can you show George the analytics?
for.
Remember, we want to know how many, you said to know how many people are actually watching it, that the YouTube analytics would be better. Remember, there was that button, the share was just above the analytics button.
Yeah, we can check and look at the
George,
analytics.
Do you remember that?
I'm just looking at, yes, I do.
So, and what kind of stuff do they give us on that?
How long people watch the video for, the different amounts of people watching the video at different times. They get pretty in depth on YouTube at the very least. Vimeo does as well. Let me just click it. So like right now, for the first live stream that we did in this meeting, because we're also live right now, we can see that there were 3 playbacks. We got 0 new subscribers from that live stream. The total watch time of any of the viewers watching our last 19-minute live stream was 2 minutes, and the average watch time was 53 seconds. So those are just the general analytics. I think they get a bit more in detail, but that's like an overview.
Are you seeing that, George?
No, I'm actually looking up YouTube live stream chat.
Yeah, but
there,
I know we can do it in WordPress. I mean, I don't speak WordPress, but it's a fairly sophisticated system.
Yeah, for sure it is. I wouldn't go installing like a WordPress plugin though to facilitate a chat, because you have to think about like, I mean, I don't know, I'd look around them and see what they have available.
Okay, you can. The other thing I think we want, and this is just thinking ahead of maybe unintended consequences. You know how awful the Nextdoor got with all the nastiness. So I think we also want a way to monitor what goes on there. Hopefully we won't need it, but I think we need to be prepared for it.
Well, even during the board meeting, we had people getting all outraged in the Vimeo chat, and that one allowed for no moderation. It was just like you could sign in as a guest and put your name as anything.
Yeah, so I think moderating it is one of our criteria.
well, I think what we're going to try and do, if this all works the way I think it will. Okay, I'm looking here, and live chat is enabled by default and appears to the right of the video player when your live stream is active. Okay, so this is on YouTube.
Yes.
So let's say for the moment that Marilyn is watching YouTube. The YouTube video live stream, does that include the live chat column when it shows up on the website?
No, not by default.
Well,
okay. So
let's just go ahead and see. I'd rather just test it.
Yeah. Well, let's
I can put it on the site right now. So let's go ahead. We're live right now, and that live stream has a chat. So I'm going over to the live stream, grabbing the embed code, copy. Then I'm heading to the OVA website.
Yeah, embed YouTube. It's got to have it says it can be embedded. So how to embed YouTube live stream chat onto WordPress.
But the thing is, still, regardless of that, people will have to have a Google account in order to use that live stream.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Yeah.
So let's go ahead here. I'm on the page.
Oh, I see what you're saying. That the live chat will be on YouTube. It won't be on the website.
Let's just double check that. I am embedding it into the website as we speak. I am now looking at oakmontvillage.com/live, which you may both do as well if you want.
Okay.
And there is not a chat. So that answers that.
Well, did it say? Maybe there's another step in the embedding process.
Certainly there might be. If I were to go to embed here, and is there an option to include chat?
And if we're using George's YouTube account, would he have the ability to monitor the chats and delete anything that wasn't? I mean.
Yes. Yes, absolutely. You'd probably just ban people.
Because another thing we don't want is we don't want people making political statements or bashing
Judy,
Trump or
Okay, time, guys.
I can hear you.
Okay. Hey, look, please.
I think you're hearing the YouTube video, George. We're not speaking.
Oh, okay. Let me go back over here. Okay. Let's do the following. Okay. Okay. There, I killed that. Okay. Here's the plan. Let's not go overboard about trying to get the live chat going for this Sunday.
Agreed.
Okay. Colin suggested that we give people an email address to which they can send comments, and somebody can monitor that, but those won't be public comments. In other words, somebody will be monitoring those comments, and whoever, let's assume Marilyn's doing that. She will not be repeating comments from somebody who is making political comments. So we're going to do two things. One of them, that will be the easy way to do it. We won't try to do a cross link here to get live chatting on the website.
This one, right?
For this one, and we can sort of see what we get. That will tell us a fair amount about how it works. Does that make sense, Colin? Okay. So let's not go overboard about trying to get. Meanwhile, we in parallel with that can figure out whether we can figure out how to do a live chat on the OVA website. Okay, but for the moment, let's just do it with a. So we need to come up with an email address. So when we send out to people, here's what to do. We can send that out with it. If you want. Well, as a matter of fact, Judy, maybe it's just a continuation of what we were talking about at the board meeting. We send out, here's the web, here's where you send your comments. You can send them out before the meeting. You can send them out during the meeting. That's fine.
Do we want to use our master
I might set up a different one just to be the collector point. You know, just so that each week, that's what we're getting, is just that week's crap.
Oh, a separate one for each one, or?
No, a separate one for the Sunday meeting comments. Okay. And you and I, either one of us can go on to Gmail and set up a quick account. And then what we do is in the PR, we would send that address out for comments you might want to make in advance or comments you want to make during the meeting. Okay, everybody will have that. They'll know where to send their comments. Marilyn can curate those, and we'll see what we get. I mean, this is a try it. We'll just figure it out.
Mark is such a good one. I'm almost thinking that we need 2 weeks of advertising, of marketing, of media presentation to get the most people. And given that Mark is such a dynamic, we don't want to waste him.
We've announced Mark for Sunday. We got Mark.
Yeah, Sunday. We got to do it. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. The way I view it is maybe a little different. I view it from the viewpoint that by having someone like Mark, the first one, we're getting people's attention. Okay. And I really feel at this stage it's critically important for Oakmont to get as many people as possible looking for opportunities to video conference.
Well, I also see this as being something that will be a permanent part of Oakmont, because there are a lot of people that cannot leave their homes because they're caregivers or they're recovering from something, and it would still allow them to be involved.
I couldn't agree more.
So we're just adding to your pile, Colin.
You're all good. I think I may have figured out how to embed the chat. It would be semicolon embed domain.
Okay, I'm heading to an ending of this day. For those of you who don't deal with me normally, my day typically begins at 4 a.m. and then by this point I'm beginning to get my age is beginning to show.
Give me I think I may have it. Let's see.
So if I go to Oakmont.
Well, not yet. I have to refresh the page here. Update, live, fingers crossed. But it does look like it's certainly possible. Essentially, you'd use an iframe HTML tag to stick the chat in there, and it looks like it worked. Look at that. So if you were to refresh the live page right now.
Oh, there we are on the page.
Yep. And I just made the chat a little taller.
Welcome to chat. So can I top chat, live chat? Okay, I don't see where I would.
So if you refresh the page again, I've made the chat larger so that it is now more easily viewed. But now it's pretty similar to YouTube. Video on the left, chat on the right.
Yeah, but I don't see where I would.
Oh,
chat.
there it is.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, IT,
Where would
say
I-
something.
You got to refresh the page. I
Oh,
think,
down there,
Julie.
down there. Sign
Right.
into. So we still have to sign into chat.
That is exactly right. Yeah, because it is a
Okay.
YouTube live stream, and
Okay,
YouTube is
okay,
owned by
got it.
Google.
So. Okay, I can't remember.
And I will say, Judy, if we want to try this, I'll take the risk that we're going to get something we don't want, because life is life. Let's focus on getting what we can from the good people and not worry about the bad people.
Okay. Another question, Colin. How long are the analytics on YouTube? Like, if George didn't look at it right after the session, do they keep historical?
Forever.
Forever. So he can look back and see at this time how many.
I believe so. Yeah, that's what used to be called something else in YouTube, the hotspot analytics, like at which point in the video, how many viewers and whatnot. They've changed it a little bit, so it might just give averages now. I'd have to look at it again. I haven't, poured myself into YouTube analytics for a while. But yeah, the analytics that they collect will be there indefinitely.
Okay. Okay, I think we're at a stopping point. Judy?
Mm-hmm.
I think if you just set up what you want to be actually, we have to decide, do we want to do the chat or do we want to do, we want to do email in any case.
Yeah.
Because we set people ahead of time.
Yeah.
So set us up an email account and let me know what it is.
How about comments we probably can't get that. Comments.
Well, why don't you figure out what you can get?
Okay.
Well, I would,
Okay.
just throwing it out there, if this is for the Sunday Symposium, the Sunday Symposium group doesn't have a Gmail account that they've ever made?
Yeah, we do, but George says he wants something different.
Why? Well, I would not, I don't know, it's up to you guys, but that's what I would use.
Okay, let's go with it. Let's use the old one, Judy.
We'll just use the regular one, and that forwards to me, so I see all of the stuff. Or multiple ones of us can log on if anybody emails to it.
Well, if we've got Marilyn doing the curating, okay.
Yep.
We'll work it out. Okay, so we're gonna go with the existing Gmail account.
The reason the reason I'm not keen on that is because if she logs into Google on that Gmail account, she has full authority over all our Google Docs. And one thing I really like is having that be read-only.
Okay.
So that's a good reason. I'll come up with another one.
Okay. So whatever, and then we need to get it to them in the next day or so. And Judy, if you're willing to do it, we're going to be going through this for the futures tomorrow.
Okay.
So let's say around 3:15, 3:30, we'll go on, and Colin, we'll see you then.
All right, I'll see you both then.
Meanwhile,
Okay.
I'm going to call Mark or connect with Mark and ask him how comfortable he is with Zoom and whether he's got a PowerPoint or whatever.
Yeah, and if he wants to do a dry run later in the week, we can do that.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Thank
Colin,
you,
thank you very much.
No problem.
Thank you,
both.
George. Okay.
And thank you, Judy.
Ciao.
Okay, ending meeting.